9:30. We should be live, dude. We got to wait.
You got 30 seconds.
How about class?
You got the countdown.
Let's get this paper.
It's just 30 seconds.
This is what he does all day.
It's the most production stuff I've done in a while.
You got a promotion to give you. Literally, I can just watch a live stream right now. Wow.
I'm doing my job. All right, yeah, we should be live. We should be live. So yeah, go ahead and share to your groups. Let me know how it looks. I wish this thing had like a countdown for. I'm gonna have to refresh it. Well, it's picking up. She's playing it from the speaker, so it's picking up the. Yeah. Should be able to. Yeah. Sounds like us.
Let's get it. Hot talk.
All right.
Showtime.
All right, I'm gonna start the transition, and then do I just turn it off on your phone? Okay. Y'all should pop up in like 10 seconds, I think. Y'all are live.
We live in the hizzle, folks. Shizzle. Let's get it. Oh, that's Wendy, Brandon. Let's see. Michelle. Esther. Something. Are we live, camera?
We are. Y'all are on camera. We are good to go.
Okay. Right.
Well, welcome everybody. This is your boy, Dr. Will Rogers, aka Master Teacher 33. This is.
I'm Sheree Eberhard, just Sheree. No master teacher behind that.
What?
Hey guys, you know me, I'm Sade.
Shadizzle. That's Shadizzle. Show me your pants, Sade. Show me your pants, Sade. You gotta see your pants.
It's a surprise.
Oh, okay.
And I'm Kendrick, working camera, live, and also talking. So I'll pop in now.
Go again, Kim, because I can't cut you off.
I'm Kimberly, coming to you live from Lewiston. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. We're going to give it a few more minutes and let some more people join the live stream. In the meantime, we have a quick word from Alamo Rogers.
Yeah.
Hey, Alamo Rogers here. I'm a recording artist, and you know I brought you guys some vibes today, so stay tuned. You can also find me live daily on my music podcast called Spread Texas Music, live on Facebook, where we showcase independent music artists like myself daily, guys. Welcome to the Dynasty Dance Tele Thon, where we're going to bring DDA Studio to life. Alamo Rogers out. DDA, let's go, baby. Now I'm talking about.
to the kids.
Go ahead and start up. There was no audio. My bad. You're still muted. Okay.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Check the comments. That's okay. We all good?
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm going to start over. Technical difficulties, that's all right. All right, so my name is Sade, and I am from Dynasty Dance Academy. I'm the owner and founder of DDA, in short. And we are actually here at the studio. If you guys have been following our journey, you know it's been a journey to get the studio up and running, especially with COVID-19. So we are here just to share with you exactly what we're going to be doing here at the studio. This studio is not an ordinary studio. We're going to have so many different products and services here that you're definitely going to want to tune in, like our page if you haven't already. All right, so let me share with you a little bit about what I do. So I started this business in 2012 with 2 kids, one of them my own, so really 1 kid. And I built this business all the way to about 350 kiddos. With COVID-19, we've been shut down since March, but we are excited to open this new place of business here in Flower Mound. So the majority of our business was after-school programs, and what that looks like is I employ college females to go in and teach dance to our kiddos. Our classes are very, very affordable, which is something that is near and dear to my heart. Growing up and not being able to afford studio classes, I wanted to make sure our classes were convenient and affordable for any working parent. So that's where we started, and now we are here opening our first hub. We're still going to be offering programs across the DFW, but this is going to be our main hub where we're offering different products and services. So once again, my name is Sade. I'm from Dynasty Dance Academy, and we are the newest premier studio in Flower Mound, Texas. We are more than just a dance studio. We create our future leaders. Thank you, and we'll talk more later on.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thanks, everyone.
Sheree, you go next.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes, you.
Excuse me. Okay, so are you putting my little thing up on the screen?
Yes, actually.
Okay, so I have a little GIF to share, or GIF, however you say it. I'm gonna sit down, because I'm casual at that.
If you guys can hear her, make sure you put it in the comments, give
Yeah.
a thumbs up.
I will enunciate. But I'm Sheree Averhart, and I am starting and working on designing and developing a sustainable women's wear brand. It's called More Array. The inspiration behind the brand is our beloved sister, Shamora, who you guys know we lost in 2019. So fashion design is my kind of core. It's where I started. It's what I went to school for. It's what I started my career in. It's what I started doing it when I was 8 years old, and I got in my mom's sewing machine and messed it up. And I've been making clothes my whole life, and I love fashion. So I'm happy that I can come full circle and come back to the heart of just my creativity and myself, and then also be able to do it and share just the love of my family and my sister, Shamora, by doing this. So I am working on the line right now as we speak. If you see up in, I think, this top corner, you can see my GIF of the sketches that I'm working on. So this is the 5-piece collection that I will be launching in 2021. More details coming up on that. But so just stay tuned, keep following my journey. If you do, support us today, we have gifts to share, and if you make a certain level of donation, you could be the first person to access this new collection that will be launching soon. So that's really exciting. If you're into sustainability, you want to make a difference, you want to support, women-owned, Black-owned businesses, support the studio, support More Array, support all of the businesses that we're offering here today. We have a lot of just love to share, and we're doing it through our creative business works.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So
Thank you, Mom.
excited to see that launch.
They're calling me Kimber. My name is Kimberly. I'm the mother of the bunch. But my part of the business is Kim's handmade gifts. It's wrapped in love. It's called Wrapped in Love. But basically, all my life, I've always been very creative, and I've always liked to make things for other people, whether it's baby quilts, homemade clothes. This year, I've been working a lot on decorations and wreaths, and so that's what I'm offering today, or showing the example today of different wreaths that I make. I make all different types of seasonal wreaths. It just happens to be the Christmas season right now, and a lot of other decor, and they're all handmade, which is a good thing. So.
Yes.
Yeah, and my blankets for toddlers or children 5 and below, basically.
She has a new your Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
So we just created that for her, so you guys can go over and like her page. She's going to be displaying a lot of her products on her Facebook page.
And the link to that is in the description for this event. So the links to all of our Facebook pages. You can go on there, you can get in contact with each individual business. So you can reach out that way as well. All right.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, y'all all know me already. Master Teacher 33, and you guys know what I do. I'm online pretty much every day. I do content bombing every day. So I be bombing y'all non-stop. Every day with content. Y'all know I do 3 or 4 shows a day. I
He
talk
doesn't miss a
non-stop.
day.
Nope, I don't take no days off. The devil don't take no days off, so I don't take no days off. We go 24/7. So thanks everybody so much for joining us. And again, you go to my website, masterteacher33.com. And what I do is replace error with truth through helping people find their true, authentic self. So in other words, we come into this world and our parents do the best they can. I know I tried to do the best I could, but I made a lot of mistakes. My mother and father did the best they could, but they made a lot of mistakes. So my job is just to assist everybody with reconnecting to source. That's what, whether you call it Jesus, Muhammad, God. The big G is what I refer to it as, the big G. And so the goal in life for me is to really, really help to facilitate everybody's individual learning modality, whatever that is. We all have unique attributes and characteristics, as you can see, my beautiful family here on stage. And my wife is back home in San Antonio. Shout out, Dee, shout out. She's getting ready for a wedding that I got to get back to. Her nephew is getting married tomorrow. So shout out to little Kevin. But we're here tonight to introduce you to some awesome prizes and gifts that I have to offer for you, along with everybody else, in exchange for you assisting us. And so the whole purpose for tonight, we don't want to take up too much of your time, but just we want to share our love through these products and services. So we put our love into our products, our service, and our information. And this is our gift to you during this holiday season in exchange for your gift, for sharing whatever monetary gift that you are able to do. We want to keep this fun. We want to keep it light. We don't want to be all stiff and, and everybody, you guys can see, we're just a big family of love. We're doing this for, everything that we've done to this point has been for Shimura. I mean, my whole life, everything I did, I remember talking to Shimura, the whole point of getting to a place where I wish I was at when Shimura was born, really when Sade was born, to be in a place financially to be a provider and a protector. And what I talk about in all the shows is I put, again, the cart before the horse. And a lot of us do that. The point of tonight's message is in honor of Shimura. She may not be here with us physically, but we know she's here spiritually. And so with that in mind, you guys, please participate, because everything that you're doing is help to really further Moray and the Epilepsy Foundation to bring awareness to epilepsy, to bring awareness to what we represent, because we are all carrying the torch and we're all individual expressions of Shimura. So I have a part of Shimura that I will always have in my heart. And I have those memories ingrained in my brain of all of the times, all of the father-daughter dates that we went on, dinners. So every day, there's not a day go by that I don't think about Shimura. And this is the way, this building is not just a building. This is kind of the house that Shimura built. Because we're doing this because we started this because Shimura was really going to be going to school right down the street. That's where my daughters went to school at UNT. So this is an expression of our love for Shimura. That's why we're so passionate about it. That's why after a year of going back and forth with the city of Flower Mound, we still here. Good old boy
Can't
still
get rid
running
of
something.
us.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of us.
We still here. So with that being said, man, we just have, hopefully you guys will be able to participate in any donation. We want to make sure that whatever you give, everybody will get something. If I just send you a PDF copy of one of my books of your choice, and then for the higher people who donate higher amounts, you'll be able to get some of the other prizes and gifts that we have available for you. So thanks everybody for joining us.
Yes. And I actually have, well, did you want to go, Kendrick? I'll go last. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Come on
Oh,
over.
yeah. You gotta kind of represent Alamo too.
Would you like
Hey,
my
guys.
seat?
No, that's fine. I understand. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be, behind the camera again. But I'm Kendrick Rogers, the little brother. Roger couldn't be here, but him and I are gonna have some songs to play for you guys today. You can look us both up: Alamo Rogers, Spotify and Apple Music, and Kendrick Hatake on Spotify and Apple Music. I actually just dropped my first ever project this week, so if you guys could stream it, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, so I got some music for you guys, and I'm gonna go back and work with the camera.
Thank you so much for doing
Thanks,
that.
Kendrick.
All right, so I have something else that I want to talk about just really quick. Again, my name is Sade, and I'm the owner of Dynasty Dance Academy. I've been doing that business for about 8 years, and I'm starting a new online business, and I'm super, super excited about it. It's something I've actually been doing. Now I'm just going to scale and content bomb, as he says it. I'm gonna content bomb people. Hopefully they like it. The name is,
I like it.
yeah. So the name is pretty cool. It actually started, funny story, I created this random name on my MySpace. If you're old enough to know what a MySpace is, give me a thumbs up in the comments. And that's when I thought I was like really cool, and I put dad on my description on MySpace. But it didn't mean like bad. It meant beautiful, authentic dancer. So that's where it comes from. So it kind of makes people click on it and see like, what is she doing? But basically the business is called Bad Babes in Business. And I've had an adult dance team for a few years now, and we do little performances around the DFW area. And it is called Bad Babes. So I'm taking that, and it doesn't mean bad, it means beautiful, authentic dancer. And that platform is going to be to help women create their dream business from scratch. So I created a dance business, but I can help you create whatever business you would like to scale. So anything that you're passionate about and you're willing to do for free, basically is where you want to kind of start if you don't know where your niche is. And the cool thing about our studio is that we actually have Master Teacher 33 he assists people with finding their niches. So we can kind of partner up and do that. So yeah, if you guys want to please check out the link and like the page and subscribe to my newsletter. I'm just starting with the newsletter for now, but it's an online business for women entrepreneurs. Bad Babes in Business. Check us out. All right, what's next on the schedule? Let's see. Music. Got some music.
Got some hot top coming up for you.
Yes,
Alamo
sir.
Rogers.
Hot top.
Hatake.
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 Okay, I was close.
I don't know if that was close.
I was calling hot top. Give me them correct. No.
So this is,
Hatake.
I hope y'all can hear me, but this is Sideways from my new project. Hope y'all like it. Yes.
Time. Da 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 da. Let him tell you. Perhaps then now, never always. Didn't see it going sideways. All your demons disguise love. True magic is in us.
looking like a beautiful lady lately, playing on a little ukulele. Call you the Lilo to my Stitch, and yes, I've been through it. Blue like 626 as we experiment. It's truly meant for this gentleman to cap all the lies and capitalize, diving in them thighs, just so that I can make you mine. I won't deny this Hawaiian roller coaster ride, like the devil in disguise in your eyes. Going to God to testify, our sacrament is holy, solely consecrating the congregation of our spaces and our souls, feeling the vibration in our bones. Oh, don't you know that I played the globe just for you to hold? Now the story's told as our love unfolds and lingers, holding the world with a diamond on your finger, on your finger, on your finger.
Perhaps then now, never always. Didn't see you going sideways. All your demons disguise love. True magic is in us.
Picking up the pieces you left in the dust. So trust my words in this curse that you put on me, but it never works. So what hurts is that you tried to hide the demons in wait deep inside, waiting for me to elevate, to cause ascension from my power. Love is about stitching two tapestries together, but your cloth was torn. Now I'm reborn. Just having fun with this, speaking half truths. Don't misconstrue the love I give to you. Just know that tonight it's true. Fantasizing about those hips and the feel of your lips on mine. My hands caressing the confines of your curves. Just one touch will shock your nerves. So good, you'll be knocking on God's door. Knocking on God's door.
Perhaps then now, never always. Didn't see you going sideways. All your demons disguise love. True magic is in us.
I'll have you begging for more. Ain't worried about commitment. I mean, even MJ left his Pippin. Got my heart skipping on these beats and tracks. The love my presence demands ain't of man, but of heavenly planes. Strong and free like Sun Wukong, but ain't nothing wrong. We just having fun in the sun. Are you gonna be the Meg to my Hercules, or the arrow to my Achilles? Cause tonight we getting jiggy with it. Yeah, we getting jiggy with it. Yeah, we getting jiggy with it. Mic check, mic check. All right, we should be live.
Back live?
Yes.
We live. Y'all see that video that one dude on Facebook? He was doing it live, and he was all excited because the first time he did it, he was like, "Am I live? And then somebody put, "We live! We live!" He was like all excited. Like, that was the first time doing this. He's an old dude, technology. So he's an old black dude. It was fun. We live! So anywho, brothers and sisters, the donation link, we've been sharing it is on the feed. So the way that this works is when you make a donation, there is a description of specific donation amounts that gives you specific prizes. So for example, all of these beautiful wipes, all of these beautiful wreaths up here is available for specific donations amounts. Trey will give me trouble. And then I have my books, which I'll bring out here in just a second. And then Sade has a lot of dance classes.
Yes.
And the Bad Babes, which is beautiful, authentic dancers.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm getting good, y'all. Remember that on that? And then Hatake has some CDs that he gonna be giving everybody. They got Alamo Rogers production. And Kendra, y'all doing any like sound engineering, or is that a part of any of the prizes?
Yeah, one of the price brackets, is we'll make a jingle or a theme song. If somebody needs something for a stream or like a YouTube channel, we'll make you a little jingle.
251.
Yeah.
You get your own custom.
And that's a discount. I know.
Yeah,
we pay for that for dance.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's available at the link. So, any of you guys want to share anything about the link, donation?
I mean, if you just go, like, if you're watching the stream and if you click back onto the actual event page, you can see everything listed out, all of the different price levels, and then the gifts that go with it. So, like, if you are just joining us and you're confused, all that information is there. And we're going to keep talking about it. We're going to do even more, like, one-on-ones and explain, you know, what you'll get when you donate this amount from each different business. So there's plenty of gifts out there for everybody. So just stay with us and just keep watching, share this, like it, bring your friends. You know, more eyes we get on this, the better we'll be.
Awesome. All right, so now are we doing another song?
Yeah, we have the hottest new single from
Yes.
Alamo Rogers, No More Play Play. You know, probably heard it on Master Teacher's radio, but I will start that now.
Let's go, Alamo!
How I let it get the best of me, shame on me. I let my heart turn cold on humanity. I was told better, therefore I know better. This is my note and my fault bearer.
I get it off of my jeans, there'll be no taking this. If I don't choose to believe, there'll be no making it. No more play with these fake friends who never gave it in. No more play, what the hell were you when everything was falling down? Yeah, how the hell did I let my heart turn cold for the game? Turn my back on myself, now I'm the only one to blame. Finally got it poppin', now I gotta hit them all with the flame. Hit him out the park, take him out the dark. I'ma show you how to kill him with your heart. Pick apart, cause it's all a play. Getting picked apart, cause you on buffet. Better watching clock what the zombies say. Getting people stuck in this Groundhog's Day. But I was made for this day to slay. Alamo's here to save the day. No more play, I kill the crate. Every day I'm out bombing Mayday. I get it off of my jeans, there'll be no taking this. If I don't choose to believe, there'll be no making it. No more play with these fake friends who never gave it in. No more play, what the hell were you when everything was falling down? I come from a place where they kill the youth, so I make my own way like real leaders do. They tryna keep us dried out, so I must bring the juice. I've been practicing my kung fu for these demons too. I'ma hit you with the fire, liar. Sit right here to defy your prior. Bishop better retire, die. Cut the weight and the people flight. Manipulate all the people white. They hiding all of the secret lies. You live forever and you can't die. No more play, no more play. I get it off of my jeans, there'll be no taking this. If I don't choose to believe, there'll be no making it. No more play with these fake friends who never gave it in. No more play, what the hell were you when everything was falling down? I hope that you doubt me, I feed off that. I've been locked in my studio, perfecting my craft. Raised in the pulpit, grew up then turned lucid. There's no need to prove it, it's all in my groove. And I hope that you hate me, I eat you rat. I've been locked inside my brain, perfecting my insane. From welfare to suburbs, the system is absurd. We scraps left for buzzers. No more play, no more play. I get it off of my jeans, there'll be no taking this. If I don't choose to believe, there'll be no making it. No more play with these fake friends who never gave it in. No more play, what the hell were you when everything was falling down?
Mic check. We coming
Mic
back,
check. Can you guys hear me?
and you should be live.
All right.
Okay.
We live.
Hopefully you guys can hear me before I talk about the gifts.
Mic check.
All right, we're good. All right, welcome back. So I want to talk a little bit about the gifts. If you go into our description, make sure it's a long description, but make sure you read through it if you're actually interested in giving. So that way you make sure you know what gift you qualify for. Once you donate, I will get a notification to my phone, and then tonight after the live, I will send you a special email with the link to choose your gift. So that way you can go ahead and send your order in. The form is super quick. It just has the list of gifts and how much you gave. So if you gave $20, you get an ebook click that, put your email address, and we'll send that over to you. So it's as simple as that. All right, let's get back to our content because we're content bombing tonight. So I'm going to show you guys a fun promo video of our kiddos. We miss them so much being in the after-school programs. And this was our show from 2019. This is the highlight reel from that. Enjoy.
Mic check, mic check. We're live.
We live! We live!
I'm gonna do that every time.
That's better than the Nate Robinson challenge.
Oh, man.
Now, see,
Poor
that-
Nate.
No,
You didn't see it?
he spends more time on social media than me, so I don't even know what challenges are.
Done. My boy got knocked out cold. Anywho, I'm here to interview my beautiful daughter. What's your name again?
Sure.
I'm just playing.
Like,
It's
forgot.
not Sheree.
He forgot.
Ray Ray, okay? She's from Murray. But we want to do, this segment, what we're going to do is we want to just actually kind of get into the nuts and bolts behind the scenes of the business. What and how did all of this get started? So my first question for you, Ray Sheree, is explain or share with the audience when you were growing up, what was one thing that was really pivotal in starting where you are right now, and then what was one hurdle that you kind of had to overcome? Because as a life coach, one of the challenges that I have is I have people that I counsel and they get it and they go online and they start on YouTube videos and they start implementing, the process of starting or expressing your God-given talent. So first question is, when did you know that, man, this creative expression, and you do so much stuff, especially with the fashion, and then I like the baking. Y'all know she's a good baker. So yeah, I like the sweet stuff, as you can tell. So just kind of share with us, Sheree, when did you really know that, you know what, this is my lane. This is what I want to do. Not yet.
I guess for me, like, my creativity came out of, like, just a necessity. Growing up, big family, lots of siblings. Didn't always have a lot of money. Like, not every Christmas was like booming, or maybe we didn't always live in like the nicest house. So I never wanted to like burden my parents by asking them like, man, I really want, you know, the newest jacket or shoes or whatever it was. But I also like had my own sense of style pretty early on. So I was like, hey, what can I do that I'm not gonna, you know, have to put any more hardship on my family, but I can still look cute. And that's kind of where I fell into fashion design, because like I get hand-me-downs from Sade or from other like family members, and I'm like, all right, this is really cute, but if I tweak it this way, or if I pull it back, or if I add this belt, I could reinvent this look. And that's really where it started. It was just like, I want to look cute. I want to have the hottest new styles, I guess. And we didn't have the money all the time to do that, so I was like, well, I'll just do it myself. I think that's really where it started, and then I kind of got some recognition for that. So like I would go to school, because we would live like literally in the west side of town in the projects, but my parents would drive us to the nice side of town and let us go to school there. So I'm going to school with kids that have more than me, but they never knew that. They didn't know that I came from way less than them, because I looked good, because I took care of what I had, and then I was just creative, the way that I put my clothes and outfits together. So people started noticing that, and people would ask me about, you know, how do you come up with this, you know, fun look? How do you think to make, you know, this or that, whether it's jewelry? So I was just like, okay, I guess I kind of have a knack for this, and I don't know, I just kept going from there.
So tell the audience about when we lived in Westway, and I'm gonna say dark days, but you're creative to me. I remember her creative spark when I came home one time, and she had took the drapes off of the wall, and she had her room. She was playing Christina Aguilera. What was the song of it? And, I had unknowingly said some things that, as a father, you shouldn't say to your daughter, but I didn't find out until 30 years later when she shared it with me. So tell us about that. I'm gonna call it her creative spark. That's how we're gonna turn a negative to a positive.
So all of you 90s girls up there, you know, as soon as you heard Christina Aguilera, I Am Beautiful, we were all in middle school, and middle school was a rough. If you say it wasn't, you're a liar. Because it was rough. It was rough for me. So when that song came out, it did some things. It changed my life. And I was like, you know what? I am beautiful. And
girl.
that was also like, thanks. That was also when I just decided, like, I can't be what all these other people are. I can't buy these things. I can't, you know, have all this makeup or whatever it was that like my peers had at the schools that I went to. But I was like, but I can do this. I can wake up every day and be excited to be me. Look in the mirror and just fake it until I make it. Decide that I'm beautiful right now, right here, no matter what size I am, no matter what my clothes look like. So yes, I guess that's maybe, it was just like, it was like I said, it was out of necessity. It was like, I was tired of just feeling down about myself, and it's crazy because I was literally like 11 years old. But for me, 11 years of feeling like that was enough. And since then, I've just been like, this is me. Like, some days I'm really on it, some days I'm struggling, but bad or good, I'm blessed, I'm happy. I get to create every day, whether it's one way or another. And that's what gets me through life. That's what gets me through the hard times. So I'm very happy and grateful that I have all this crazy creativity that I do have inside of me.
Awesome.
Some crazy questions. I thought we were gonna keep it
Very subtle.
No, we're going deep. Next, we're going to talk about LBD. So,
Oh my God. We're only promoting more.
how did you, I want to show
Why
the
y'all are so
audience
much alike.
how did you got to where we are right now, which is more array. But I need you to see, because when I talk to people, when I started off, I did vision impact photography in Los Lunas, New Mexico. I think I was the only spec in the whole freaking town. There wasn't no Negro there. We put it there.
This is a family show.
But anyway, But the point is, that started, even though that was what some people would consider a failure, that there is no losses, there's just lessons. So these are the lessons that she has been through. So share with us a little bit about, you know, how you started, and then also share with us about when you went to the farmers market. Because those, I've been with you on this journey, but nobody else has. So people don't understand your work and your value the way I do, not just because you're my daughter, but because I've seen your growth from where you started with, you know, I Am Beautiful, and just making, you know, outfits from drapes, because again, we was what you want to call, you know, due to my lack of provisions, we was dirt poor, put it that way. Again, due to my low vibrational frequency at the time, I was in and out all the time, but that's another thing for that time. So share with us a little bit about, you know, the bakeries, and then share with us about your farmers market.
Sure. So basically, my initial idea for a business, just when I was in college, is I just loved the idea of having a bakery and a boutique. And I thought LBDs were such a classic look. It's a classic staple for women. Every woman needs to have a little black dress in their closet. But then I also just love the idea of like that cute bakery feel. So I was like, all right, I want to combine the two. And I'm still on that journey. Like that is still my end goal. Like Moira's big vision still includes cupcakes. Let me tell you. But I learned over the years that I had to pull it back and I had to choose. So I started off like I want to have the clothes and the cupcakes. So I got out of college. I went to Minnesota, came back because it was cold and I missed some family. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit the ground running here in Dallas. And that's really what I did. And so I remember I was like sleeping on Sade's couch because I just started a new job and that job was rough.
And I loved it.
But it pushed me and it motivated me because like I don't want to be working for somebody for the rest of my life. Even no matter how great the job, and no matter how great the employer, the supervisor is, the team. I love my job right now. I love the people I work with, but in my heart, I know that I am meant to be my own boss and I have more to give. So that's where LBD started, and then I decided, all right, let me focus just on the cupcakes. So that's where the farmers markets came in. I started off with like one of the really smaller ones that are happening in Dallas, and that was an amazing experience. I met really, really great people. I just got to be able to get out in the community because I am from San Antonio, so I don't know a lot about Dallas at that time. So that helped me with that as well, and just like building connections and networking. And then from there, I transitioned into nutty cakes, which is what I was doing up until pretty much last summer of 2019. I got admitted to the Dallas Farmers Market. Basically, I was selling like paleo-friendly baked goods, primarily cupcakes. So people who have allergies, who can't eat wheat or gluten or dairy, they gotta have unrefined sugars, things like that. And that's what I was trying to go full force with. And then really, we lost Shamora in May of 2019. And I was like, I don't know, I came to this point where I just dropped everything, literally everything. I'm not saying that was right, I'm not saying that's what everybody should do, but that is what I had to do because I couldn't focus, I couldn't get past that idea that she was gone forever. So that is really what shifted. And so some of you guys may know that me and my husband went on a European kind of trip. It was crazy, it was amazing. But we did that because I just knew that I needed to get out, and for me, travel is healing. So that's where the spark for More Array really started. But it's all been like the same. It's been an evolution, but it's all come from the same source. Like I always knew that I'm gonna have something to do with fashion, women's wear, food. So now it's like I learned that I need to focus on just the one. And for me, the most important thing right now is honoring Shamora and elevating her name. So that's why More Array for me is like 100% all in. I would love to 5 years in, be able to add the bakery component back in, and you guys come in and I have my own boutique and bakery. That of course that is like the end all be all goal. But yeah, it's been a journey. I'm still on it. I'm still working on More Array. I'm including more sustainability because I don't want to just make more junk to just be on this earth. You know, my sister's name is on it, my name's on it, my family's name is on it. I want it to do more, I want it to do good, and then I also want to give back with it. So that's where the Shamora Was Here Foundation kind of ties in with that. So 5% of every single profit that I get from Warray goes directly to that foundation as well.
Wow.
It's
So
a lot.
that's powerful. That's why I asked all those leading questions, because as you can see, she spoke from her heart. I know I felt it, so I know you guys can feel it. That is your DNA, DBA. Your doing business as comes from your DNA. This is not no gimmick. This ain't no scam. This is in honor of uplifting a part of our family, our frequency that's not physically here, but we want to make sure that her name, her legacy lives on through us. So Shamora lives on through us. So this is just not a fad. Thank you so much, for sharing that, because everybody, before when you start a business, it is because your life, you're putting your time, your energy into it. You want to do something that you're proud of. You want to do something that outlives you, that lives on in eternity. Even when you may be physically gone, it's something you can pass on to your children's children. And that's what Sheree's building. That's what I'm building. That's what everybody here is building. So, Sheree, anything else you want to share with the listening audience?
I think we've shared enough. They know about me. Middle school, I'm beautiful, LBD, Moray. I just want to end it with thank you all so much for just participating, tuning in. If you're writing comments, just thank you. If you have it in your heart and in your pocket to donate today, I mean, that's what tonight is about. So thank you for listening to my story. We'll be passing it off to somebody else next, and Master Teacher 33 can drill, into their background story and talk about their childhood.
We live.
So, who's next?
All right, I think we'll do a song. K-Rock, you got something? And then we'll cue up the next. Can you play that? You got something else?
We do have something else. Hold on, let me load it up real quick.
All right. So while he's loading up the next song, and so the whole purpose of going is giving you guys a really behind the scenes look at not only our family but also the businesses that we represent. It's awesome just to be able to sit here, and especially with all the stuff going on, a lot of families can't even be in the same building together without arguing and fighting. And sure, we have our differences, and we got every day is a holiday, but the one thing that we have is love, and that's the most important thing. If you guys, we want you to donate to a loving cause, and that is out of everything that we're talking about. A member of our family, Shamora, is no longer here. But one thing that we can do is to continue what I was doing before Shamora transition. I'm doing even more with more passion and with more energy now, because I think about most of the funding was going to be for the help Shamora with her apartment, to help her get through school, to help buy her first car, to go to her wedding. All of those things and those events I won't be able to do, but I can still live and still support. But I still have four children still here, and then I got two, Janai and Alec as well, with my wife Dee back in San Antonio. So I still have a reason to live, even though we've suffered a loss. We're still here. We're still doing what God has called and gifted us to do, and that's the whole message. That's the point of everything that we're doing, and that's what this is all about. We ready to keep it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we got a song, and then we'll be right back.
Let's jam.
Feeling the ignition on a space mission. Going to Mars, fighting darkness in the solar system. This is my destiny, I'm gonna manifest. This is my test of these pests, hoping I can rest. Building my court, only short of the gesture. Always say it with my chest. Yeah, your new is always lesser than I could ever muster. Like Colonel Mustard, leading lambs to slaughter. I mean, I don't know, but I love from my soul. Never want to feel this reality of cages. My rage is blazing, always top shelf when I'm pouring. No, I'm heavy-handed, yes, I'm exploring what this music has to offer, reaching farther than those before will ever see. You might be in danger of my prophecy. Found my sacred treasure, I'm the lord of the castle. Call me Sir Kendrick, hoping to dismantle these systems of worldly traditions. Systems of worldly traditions. Just got knighted, granted a sword and armor to unite light and dark. I'm an 8, here to save and balance these world scales, sent from heaven to save this hell. Yeah, just got knighted, granted a purpose and will to conquer all the hate, spreading love, changing fate. Here to challenge the world scale, sent from heaven to burn this hell. Cooking up these verses in a blast furnace, moving in earnest towards the future. I see infinite paths on the world tree. Gotta close your eyes and let your soul decide where to go and who you need. Taking a leap of faith in yourself, creating a fate worthy of your greatness. Pardon my lateness, had to perfect the sermon that I'm preaching. My mess became my message, finally stopped my bleeding, my wounds finally closing. Believe that I am chosen, that's why I have risen. My words shimmer and glisten in my shine. On this grind, I live outside of time. Just got knighted, granted a sword and armor to unite light and dark. I'm an 8, here to save and balance these world scales, sent from heaven to save this hell. Yeah, just got knighted, granted a purpose and will to conquer all the hate, spreading love, changing fate. Here to challenge the world scale, sent from heaven to burn this hell. I'm just cruising through the night, not sure of wrong or right. Always reaching for the light with one foot in the dark. Hope I leave a mark on the world and your soul. If we save ourselves, we'll be whole. Yes, we'll be whole, that is the goal. Show you the road like show and tell. I wish you well and all the love you deserve to be heard. So lift your voice and make some noise, it is your choice. Just lift your voice and make some noise, it is your choice. To step in your power in this final hour of our 2020 vision into what is possible. You are definitely capable of the impossible. I promise it's true.
Mic check, mic check. We back, we live.
We are back and we are live. All right, so before I interview Kimberly.
We live.
Wow. Okay. Before I do the next interview, I would like to give a shout out. We are getting donations, guys. So I want to thank, let's see, Cheryl, Michelle, Chandra, Arlene, Anthony, Kaya. Thank you so much. So you can see I'm getting the notifications that you donated. So later on this evening, I will send you a personal email thanking you, and you can pick out your gift. So that way we can get that over to you as soon as possible. Anybody that donated before we did this telethon, I do have a few friends and family that donated, and we appreciate you so much. You guys donated before even just because you know us and you love us. So thank you so much, and you are not going to get left behind. I'm going to shoot you that form as well so you can pick a gift. Okay, let's start with our next interview, and then after that, we're gonna show you a little bit of our Janet Jackson dance that we've been working on. All right, so we have Kimberly, my beloved mother here. We're just gonna talk to her a little bit about her journey, and why she started. What's your business called?
Wrapped in love.
Kim's
Wrapped in love.
Kim's Wrapped in Love handmade gifts. So before I start off with the interview, I'll give you a little bit of background about Miss Kimberly Ann over here. So
Kimbo!
she is the mother of 5 kids and raised us, and I know where her creative genes come from. She used to sew us. BJ, do you remember those MC Hammer pants? She made us the MC Hammer pants because we couldn't afford to get the real ones. They were like $100 for no reason. And she made us our own, and we used to like jam out in those pants. We love them so much. So my memory of her is always creating in love. So that's crazy that her name is Wrapped in Love. So let's hear more, Kimberly. What made you want to start your new business venture?
It's something I've been doing pretty much my whole life, and I would use it to gift different friends and family, or just wherever I see a need, I would fill it. So say if somebody who had a newborn baby, and maybe they had the essentials, the milk, the diapers, they may not have been able to afford a nice blanket. So I would just go ahead and create a blanket and give it to whoever I saw needed it, and just creating gifts out of love, really. And so now that all my kids are grown, I have more time to get involved and make it an actual business.
Yes.
So it's something I enjoy.
My kids have like 15 of her blankets because every time she makes them, they're like, Mima, can I have that one? And she gives it to them. And I'm like, honey, that's not good business. We need to sell this.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's definitely a giving person. So what made you want to do it now? Because you've been creating I know you said you have more time, but what else kind of sparked you to do it? Because you've had free time before.
Well, a lot of it does have to do with COVID and just the way society is changing and everything is online. And so I just figured I could, as I'm creating, I can post and present for sale, and I don't have to really leave my home or get a second job. I can just do what I enjoy and make money that way. Share my gifts with the world.
Awesome. In the past, did you ever have any desire to start your own business?
Oh yeah, many times. It's just with the hustle and bustle of the children and working, I just never really knew how to start or where to start.
So this is my first Bad Babes in Business client right here.
Yes, I am. And my kids, all of their creativity and energy pushes me to keep going and find things to do. And believe it or not, doing handmade gifts actually helps me with anxiety. I used to smoke years ago. I don't smoke anymore, but my fingers just have to be doing something. So it's a positive thing for me as well.
Awesome. Was there anything else you would like to share about your future endeavors, about your Wrapped in Love gifts being here at a brick and mortar place? So that's awesome. We're going to have a store in the front where she will display her products. So is there anything else you want to share about that?
The one thing unique and special about my handmade gifts is they are pretty custom oriented, and I pick up supplies here and there and just kind of put together a design. So pretty much anything that I design is going to be the only one. There's never going to be anything very identical.
Yeah.
So just to let you know, last night I worked on a few wreaths, and I can show them to you real quick. They're just simple mini wreaths where you can pick up items at Walmart, Dollar Tree, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, just wherever you are, and then just kind of bring them home and make projects.
So I love this one. I am a crazy holiday person. My house is always decked out with the next holiday. So I really like this one because it's different. It's silver and navy blue, and it's something that has acorns on it. And it's something I wouldn't ever really just go buy, but I love it. I mean, wouldn't that be so cute for a little boy's room? Who says boys can't have wreaths in their room? I love this. So these are just some of her products that she's made, and she actually made 3 of these last night. So if she has to make some on the fly, I'm excited to send you guys the gift link. So if you guys want any of the wreaths, definitely donate, and we can actually custom make it. The cool thing is that her and my sister actually go to like thrift stores and they go thrifting.
Yeah.
I don't know. They find amazing stuff at the thrift store. I'm like, where did you get this? They're like, the thrift store lady. So yeah, if you guys have like a custom thing, like if maybe if your daughter's getting married or if she's having a baby shower and you can't go out and shop because of COVID, we can literally ship this to your home. So just if you donate, I'll email you and ask you what kind of wreath you want. And Kimberly is going to be so excited to make it. Like she said,
They are seasonal, so you can do spring, fall, summer, winter, Easter.
Yeah.
Holidays,
if you want to plan, I know
Every
Christmas
day.
is next week, so if you want to plan for, another holiday, Valentine's Day,
Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Western,
Yes, that's a
if
good
you live on a
one.
ranch, we can make some
Yeah.
cowboy Western wreaths.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
So we'll be displaying these unique custom items in our store along with more Ray and Dynasty Dance Academy apparel. So thank you so much, Kimberly. We're so excited for
Thank you
your
for having me.
venture.
It's been exciting.
Cool.
All right, so let's hit that Janet Jackson video. Before you press play, let me give them a little backstory on it.
Little shield.
All right, so a lot of y'all know that I've been doing my Monday night lives for the past, I think, 2 months. So just to kind of get you guys involved with DDA and showing you what kind of dances we do. So shout out to Wendy for committing to do those. She's a singer, so she's very busy with her gigs. And we had, surprisingly, a lot of fun. With COVID, we've had to do more virtual stuff, which I'm a very people person. I like to be in person. But surprisingly, it was like really, really fun. So I'm going to show you basically a little snippet of our Janet Jackson. Enjoy.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. We coming back live.
Darn it.
Take your seats.
And we get the red carpet.
Is the music already over?
Yeah, it was only like 45 seconds.
Oh, okay, so ready?
Yeah. Camera's back up.
We are back. Hope you guys enjoyed our little, I told you it was a little snippet. It wasn't long.
Are you getting any comments?
Alright. So I have the honor of interviewing the very creative and talented Shadizi. Sade. So, Sade, since your creativeness started way back when you were like 5 and 6, going back to your days, in Mexico. So when you was a kid growing up, like what was the when we talk about dance and we talk about moving around, we talk about business, talk about leadership. One of the things I think out of all of the nieces and nephews, because I don't know, I counted I think at least like 8 or 9 different people with Jordan, Jerry, Bianca, Sierra, Tori, that has lived with us, and that kind of tell us a little about how you kind of had to oversee or maintain. I wasn't there 90% of the time. So talk to us about when you honed your leadership skills, the early days.
You guys, they said speak up a little bit.
Okay.
Speak up.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to move the camera closer on the interviews. If you want to move it closer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know we
Did
don't.
they hear me?
Yeah.
We're
Just,
not mic'd up, so I totally forgot about that. Hopefully, you guys heard my previous interview.
it's too close. Bring it back. Yeah,
So let us
rotate
know
it.
how the sound is.
Yeah.
I'll speak up a little bit.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
that
letting
worked.
us
Good.
know about
Perfect.
the sounds. We don't have mics. Okay, so basically having lots of different cousins and a lot of siblings. And what was the question? Like, why did I?
Yeah. So how did you manage the house while I wasn't there, when the mom wasn't there,
Oh.
and you was left alone? What did y'all do when you wasn't around?
Well,
Yeah.
surprisingly, we were
Camera.
pretty good kids. Well, no, I was.
We're not gonna talk about BJ. We're not gonna talk about you, BJ. Or Gerard. Or Gerard.
Or
We're not gonna talk
Derek.
about Gerard. Or Derek. Yeah.
Wow.
Or
Yeah.
Tori.
Yeah, so ever since I can remember, if I was left in charge of the cousins or the siblings, I always had a list of things to do. I don't know why I had that. At such a young age, like I always had an itinerary and all these activities that need to be done on top of like we had to do chores and things like that. So that's why I call myself a natural born leader, not just because I know I like go to Barnes and Noble and see books about how people are natural born leaders, but I've been experiencing that since I was about 4. I remember going to my private school and having a following, and when I say a following, that just means I was a leader and people like to join in whatever I was doing. So yeah, that's pretty much what started, and I also liked it. I loved being an example. Leading by example has always been something that's really, really important to me, not just saying that you're going to do something, but actually walking the walk. So that's something near and dear to my heart. It still is to this day.
Awesome. That's because I want people to get an understanding of how you became the person that you are. So talk to us. Tell the listening audience about some of the awesome things. Like, let's go back to your Taft days. I'm gonna put a name out there. It's Mark's days, and share with us how you got started in dance, especially your experience at Taft High School.
Yeah. So I have two stories on why I decided to pick dance. As a natural born leader, you can pretty much go into whatever field you want to and be successful at it. And I learned that at a young age. But dance was something that, being in a large family, I had to find a way to express myself. My parents didn't always have time to just like for me to be in their face all the time. And then, like he said, he was in and out, so I had to find like an outlet. So one party we went to when I was super, super young, at Nick and Lena's house, my mom's friends in New Mexico. We used to live in New Mexico. And man, I forced BJ to dance with me. He was upset, but he had fun. It's fine. And we danced like the entire night, and everybody was like, wow, just like watching us and having that feeling of bringing other people joy as I danced. And then I got like shy people, adults, to get up and dance with us. So that was the first experience with dance. My second experience was eye-opening because I saw my high school dance team, and I was only in 9th grade at that time. And that was Taft High School in San Antonio, Texas. And the dance team, under the direction of Miss Marks, was amazing. Like, they were one of the, I think this was like 1999. Woo. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is depressing to talk about. 1999, and the dance team was like amazing. I had never seen, like I saw like Aaliyah and, hip hop videos, Missy Elliott, but I never saw like ballet. I never saw a kick line besides the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. So that was like, I'm gonna do that. And once I make up in my mind to do something, I do it. It doesn't matter how hard it is. That's just how I am. So I did it, and it was a hard road. It still is a hard one, but I love it. I love it so much. I will never, ever, ever stop. So that's how I got started in dance.
Wow. Awesome. So, started in dance. Well, first of all, you kind of got some leadership skills, but you've always had to kind of oversee. I don't know if you're the oldest.
Bianca's older than me.
So Bianca is oldest than you, right? Like that's for kind of running things. Then you got dance. So talk to the artists and tell us about one of the biggest. I want to use the word kind of like with Sheree, the biggest motivational moment. This was your spark at McLennan. Share with the listening audience that, you know, remember you went in, you enrolled, and then you got to come home for a while. And so talk to us about that experience. That kind of, you was pursuing your dream. But I want people to know that sometimes you start and maybe a couple of hiccups in the road. So you have to persevere. You have to overcome obstacles. But if you really, really tune in and really love what you do, you'll be okay. It's going to be hard, it's going to be easy. But yeah, you really want to keep going and push through those obstacles. So talk to us about your first college, McLennan, right?
Yeah, McLennan.
McLennan.
All right. Got
And
Gail over here with the questions. I feel like R. Kelly in a burst.
No.
I'm
Robert?
kidding.
Robert.
I'm kidding. No, he's right. Once you commit to something, there's going to be a lot of obstacles. And obviously, when I was at McLennan Community College in Waco, Texas, I think I was only 18. Yeah, 18 or 19. I just turned 19 my first semester there. But they're a community college, and this is before Chip and Joanne in Waco, and they were known for their dance team. So I literally looked up the top schools in Texas because I couldn't afford to go out of state. And they were one of the top dance schools in Texas Community College. And the audition was hard. I had to train for it. I had to lose weight for it, everything. And I did it, and I made the team. And it was a great team, but I had some personal obstacles, and then the coach and just like the spirit of the team, which is really not the coach, it's the politics, the political side of performing arts. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that I did not agree with, and it was starting to affect me emotionally and spiritually. So, and then on top of that, I was with my high school sweetheart at the time, and had gotten pregnant and had to come home. I decided to keep the baby and come home, so I was only able to do one semester there. So I was on the road to my dream, and those girls that I danced with went on to be Laker girls, Dallas Mavericks, Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. So I was on track to being in that same realm, but it's just crazy how life has a different path for you, and how obviously your choices will stop you in your tracks. So yeah, this has been a long road. So I know on the outside looking in, people are just like, oh, it's so easy, she has this, she has that. No, like if you really understand people that are entrepreneurs or just regular people, that just people in general, everybody has a story. So that's why we're doing this telethon. We're telling our story. And once again, we're going to say it all night long. Like, we are just so thankful for your time. It's a Friday night. Everybody worked hard. So thank you for listening to my story.
Yes. Thank you so much, Charlie. And then, after McLennan, that was Denton, Texas, UNT. And you did something at UNT that I'm very proud of. The first time I saw a video from Basic Rhythm, I was blown away. Not only just because you was in it, but Ray was in it. And you guys was able to tell me, what was Basic Rhythm? How did you get that started? And just tell the audience about, man, this is a good story. I love the story behind Basic Rhythm, the people that was in, the girls that was in Basic Rhythm, some of the photo shoots, you know. I think BJ, do you want to set up one?
This was college, yeah. BJ was in San Antonio.
So tell us about University of North Texas. Next stop.
Yeah, so my next stop on the journey, of course, we're just going, this is a very broad story. There's a lot of details that we're leaving out, so we don't have time for that tonight. But after NCC and I went home, regrouped, And actually, I decided to, like I said, have the baby, but unfortunately, when I was 7 months, I lost the baby at 19. So I had fully committed to being a mom. I'm a mom now and I love it, so I would have loved it then, but it just, God had other plans for me. So I cried in the closet for a few weeks and got back up and started working out and actually auditioned for.
No losses, just lessons.
Yes, that was a big lesson. And I started working on me. So I auditioned for several things and I actually enrolled myself. I've done a lot actually. I actually enrolled myself in community college in San Antonio and I actually did performances with them. So through all of that, it's crazy to think I was still dancing. And I was working out, auditioned for the Spurs, auditioned for the WNBA team, made it to the finals, and didn't get picked. So after that, I was like, okay, well, I'm going back to college, to university. Yeah. So I went to the University of North Texas and actually made their dance team. And after doing a whole year there, I completed the year this time, so that's good. Performing on their football field was amazing. The highlight of my career there was performing for the University of North Texas, where my brother graduated. That was the most people I'd ever danced in front of. It was like 100,000 people in the stadium. It was insane. It was so fun. My parents picked me up after the performance. I remember the entire day. My whole face was sunburned, and I couldn't feel it, but I loved every moment of it. But after being a year on that team, unfortunately, the coach, once again, I just didn't like the politics. I don't like for someone to be treated the way I was treated. There was only 1 or 2 black girls on the dance team, and as most of you guys know, I'm not even full black, and she wasn't even.
What?
I know, right? You didn't know?
This is news to me.
This kid. We're live! Anyways, so what she would do in practice was pull me out and tell me that I was overweight. I was 128 pounds at the time. She would take a picture of my back, a picture of me to the side, and a picture of me to the front. And she would show me all the things I needed to work on. And then
Put
she
her
would,
name out there so somebody can find her.
no. And then she would team me up with one of like the most fit girls on the team and say I need to do what she did. So after a year of that, I chose not to audition again, and I chose to start my own team on campus. Hopefully you guys can still hear us. So I started my own dance team on campus as an organization. So we were a real organization.
Episode of what? She started her own.
Yes.
Come on, preacher.
And Basic Rhythm was actually started, I think, 1 or 2 years before me. It was like an organization that was started, and I met the president, and she was like, she loved how passionate I was, and just decided to give me the team. So she was like, but the thing about organization is when, just because you become the president, you have to rebuild the entire team, because most of the people were aging out and graduating. So I took the team and made it better. So they were, at the time, they were just doing hip hop, and I had training in ballet, modern, pom, hip hop, and jazz. So I took girls that they had to audition for my team, and maybe they were like me and couldn't afford studio classes, and I taught them, and it was a success. We had
She
photo
was a
shoots.
boss.
Yeah, but I did that for free, so that's how you know I love what I do. But the connections I made there, some of those girls are still on my adult dance team in 2020. The Bad Babes team I was telling you about, those girls are still dancing with me. So those connections run deep, and we had fun, and it wasn't just about dance, it was about community and uplifting each other, and most of us were of color in that group.
Wow. That was powerful. Hopefully you guys got all that out. She came in, and even though there was hurdles in the traditional method or way of dance, she was told, like people told me, you don't have a degree, you can't do this. Or if you're not this height, you can't do this. If you're not this color or this weight. So she still persevered through what would cause a lot of people to stop or quit and go home. She still, and even when she got knocked down or had obstacles, she regrouped and and came back another way. So again, no losses, just lessons. Every event, you learn from it, pick yourself up, put your big boy drawers on, or your big girl panties on, get back in there. She kept going. So now, we're here, Sade, you went through, all of these different adversities, and you still love, but you said something that really stands out. Talk to the audience about what separates DDA from every other dance. There's dance studios in every corner. But you mentioned something about dancing is more than dance. So what is it besides, if I gotta, if there's some parents listening, they want to get one of your videos on dancing, what is it that you add in addition to dance that you impart to the little girls, little boys that, participate or take your classes?
That's a good question. And I know everybody says this, but for our programs, it's confidence and leadership. And it's not the kind of confidence that you need when you put on, you put your daughter in a costume and put red lipstick on her and she feels confident. So one thing I love about my studio, and it's been validated by my parents when they leave comments and they send me nice emails saying, thank you for putting my daughter in an age-appropriate dance costume. That's something that's very important to me. We're a little bit more conservative, but not in the sense, we're not conservative with our personalities. I allow my children to let their personalities shine, because when I was at UNT, my coach told me that I stood out too much and that I need to be like all the other girls. That's not what we do here. Although we dance in uniform, we don't think in uniform. I allow my kids the freedom to express themselves. So that's really what stands out, and most studios will have this on their website, but if you go there and you get embarked in their culture, you'll find that it's the same of everybody wants to be like the director. I'm the director, and I don't want all my girls to be little me's. I want them to be little dims. So that's what makes us stand out.
Wow, that is powerful, Charlie. Thank you so much for sharing that with everybody, because, we all are unique. No two people have the same figure. God made us individuals. So although the society try to put us into this one method that fits all, or one size fits all, and that's not true. The thing I like about what Charlotte, not only just because she's my daughter, but because the program, she works with each individual kid individually. She makes each individual feel special, which is the same thing I do, is to tap into your unique individual giftedness. So Charlotte, is there anything else you'd like to share with anybody, maybe contact information or anything else you want to share with everybody about DDA?
If you guys are in the area, definitely come stop by. We'll be open at the end of January, early February. If you're not in the area, we will be having virtual classes. If a virtual class is not really your jam, just email us and we can do one-on-one classes. And we customize programs for our clients, so it's not just maybe you're not into jazz and you're into something that we don't offer at our studio. Just hit us up and let us know what you're interested in. I know you guys are on our page, so all of our contact info is on the page. And once again, thank you for listening. We appreciate you.
Awesome. I think got some music.
Yep, we got another Hatake.
Got another Hatake.
Hatake.
We live. We be back because we live. Got some Hatake coming. Now go to GoFundMe, click that link, make that donation. We'll be right back, live and in color.
The one next to you needs to be me. My love is always free, so let's set sail on the 7 seas. Our love can conquer the waves of the world, just you and I, girl. I know I've got things to work on before this could ever be. Gotta tackle my demons and insecurities. Yes, you're a being of purity and a falling from grace. Got lost in the war of love, something like a battle god. Hearts riddled with wounds under this full moon. Lost the battle, but not the war, so I implore you to trust my process, making a speedy recovery. But healing ain't always one way. My goal is within reach. Sometimes gotta take a step back to go forward. Flowing day by day with courage, building myself back to the man you once admired. Brick by brick, I said piece by piece. And when I'm done, my heart is yours. Can't wait to show you the love I've got in store. Got me lost in your eyes. I take it as a sign to make you mine. You're so divine, but your crazy matches my crazy. Your soul sharpens mine. In time, I think you'll find that we belong. The one next to you needs to be me. My love is always free, so let's set sail on the 7 seas. Our love can conquer the waves of the world, just you and I, girl. I'm Peter Pan looking for his Wendy. Even left Neverland and would go as far as Japan to hold your hand, just so you understand. I'm only a man, but I can always fix that. Soft kisses, I got it. Caresses, just ask. Sweet words are spoken. Your waters, they potent. That booty I'm grabbing and we causing commotion. You make me feel loco on this locomotive train. Can't get you off my brain. Drawn together, it's magnetic. This energy is kinetic. Yes, you're a masterpiece, baby. The one next to you needs to be me. My love is always free, so let's set sail on the 7 seas. Our love can conquer the waves of the world, just you and I, girl. Our love could be beautiful and full of joy, patience and kindness. Love comes from above, so it never stops. Flowing through this life, no longer want to fight for my rights, to accept the love I know I deserve. Bury my past in this earth, smoking good herb. I'm the sheep that became a shepherd and left the herd. Unlike what you heard, I'm a king, and my kingdom is yours. If you deserve to share my throne, long may we reign. And my queen, yes, she will be someone that dreams of dreams, just like me. Can't wait to see the woman that's in store. Yes, she prays for me and me for her. Yes, she prays for me and me for her.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. You guys can hear us?
We live. All right, so next, coming to the stage, Atake is coming to the stage. So I have the honor to kind of interview Atake and Alamo Rogers at the same time, because K-Rock can kind of speak to both of those.
I'll do the best as I can for
Well, you gotta mention it.
Yeah.
But we want to talk to you. So we kind of went around and shared each one of our goals and visions. So Kendrick has been, which is really interesting, Kendrick, because you never really kind of shared your musical talents with us. So yeah, he's been Hatake on the DL. He's been a download Hatake. So he came out the closet He came out the closet
No.
with his musical gift.
Musically.
He came out the closet. Now somebody gonna flip
It's a
that.
family
He
show.
came out the closet. You better what? You gonna see that folks on CNN all over the place. It's gonna be on Fox, ABC, NBC. So can we talk a little about man? The thing I love is collaboration. So tell me about growing up, man, you was always like, I thought you was gonna be an engineer from the perspective of you was always putting stuff together. So growing up as a, first of all, tell me a little bit from your perspective. We heard from the girls. What was growing up in the largest household like for you as a kid?
Well, I mean, I was the second, or one of the youngest, so like y'all were too busy with the older kids for the most part. Shamar and I were running around doing our own things, As long as you weren't in trouble, y'all didn't really worry about us. So, yeah, and then like I was always good at math and science. Like a long time I thought I was gonna be like an inventor or I guess an engineer. But yeah, like I said, I like taking stuff apart and like learning the process of different things. I guess that's why I like to do a bunch of different things, like jack of all trades. Went to school for construction, went to college for film school, screenwriting, and then now I'm making music. Surprise! So, but it's not that big of a surprise. I mean, BJ and I shared a room the whole time. Like I remember in elementary school, I remember him recording like his first few CDs in the closet, like in the house. So it's kind of always been there, but I didn't start utilizing my resources until in September. Yeah.
Right. And so it's really, really interesting because I was growing up in school, like, you mentioned that, he's really good in math and science. And so he really excelled. I remember in elementary school going there, and he, number one, kind of at the north side of the school area that we was in, he was at the top of his class. But BJ was so much older than you. So I noticed that you and BJ, how did you guys, or what was the result of your collaboration? Like not only as far as being able to, you guys bonding as brothers, but musically, man, I'm seeing like some of all of the music that you guys are hearing tonight, a lot of it's Kendrick's or DJ's music. But man, when they come together, they've been doing some powerful stuff. So how did this collaboration start? What was the spark behind y'all coming together?
Well, okay, so my best friend Amir and I, we both went through a couple breakups this summer, so we were being sad together. we were being sad and like trying to figure out what we were gonna do to like take our minds off of things, and he kept pushing me. He likes freestyle. He likes to freestyle, and so he kept pushing me to, dabble in rapping, like try to write something. But I never thought it was for me until I heard Logic got a couple of free beats for like anybody to use, and I heard the beats. And I was like, all right, call my brother. Get some recording studio in his house. I want to show up. I don't know if I want to put it anywhere. And 2 months later, now I have an album on it. So I mean, the collaboration process has been great. It's been great to see. Like I said, BJ and I have the same creative process. Like you said, we're 10 years apart, so this is probably the most we've hung out. Like the whole time I've been alive, ever. So, which is good. It's been great. Like it's good. It's been really cool to see like his creative process and how ours align up. And like like you were saying, we worked on every single one of the songs you guys heard tonight. BJ and I worked on together. Like it was a collaborative effort. We were all in the studio, mixed, mastered, did it all. So it's been fun.
Wow. You've been able to, I know in the music, man, you've been able to pull from a lot of your life experiences, and especially you mentioned girls. Then how has this helped with the grief process of losing your baby sister, man? She's you always had a little sister. I don't know, for all of us, we still I would say still in that process. I don't know if we ever stopped. It's one of my mom died when I was 15. Every Mother's Day, that's still that whole is still there. That's like no matter what people say or whatever, there ain't no method that fits everybody. Ain't no time limit. So how has this how have you handled this, Kendrick? And how has this how many of you have motivated or inspired you to do music?
Well, it was, like I said, I graduated from UT with a degree in radio, television, film, like focused on screenwriting. I had a big internship at a studio in Austin, like the summer that Shawana passed away. And after she passed away, like I stopped going to the internship. I was just basically just working jobs I needed to work to make the ends meet. I stopped writing. Like I didn't touch a script for almost a year. And so music was like, I guess the spark. Like it was something quick, easy that I could write super fast to get out things that I hadn't been dealing with for over a year. And I think that's why I've like fallen in love with it so much. It's like it's a quicker process of writing it, creating it, and like getting to put it out there like a lot faster than a lot of other mediums. And so, you know, I've just been able to churn out all these emotions and grief and like experiences that I have been dealing with. I've just been pumping out songs. So, yeah,
Content bombing.
It's been like, I would say therapeutic.
Yeah. And that's what, man, out of everything that we talked about tonight, the last word that Kimmy just said, that people ask why I talk so much, why I joke around, why I like to have fun. Life has always been, my childhood wasn't fun. I didn't get a chance to, experience childhood a lot. My children's childhood was cut short a lot just because I wasn't a good provider as far as keeping my children, provided with the basics and safe. But more so mentally and spiritually than physically. It wasn't that we was really harmed physically, but I didn't do what a father is supposed to do, and that is supposed to create an environment of unconditional love, for your family. And as a father, I failed in that area. And so all the kids have that to overcome. And it's good to see how Kendrick and B. Jola, and I don't know if B. Jola's still on the line, but one of the things that I do like to see, and I am happy to see, and just as a father, is how you guys, and I said because of the age difference, like BJ was always doing this thing, he was always doing your thing.
Yeah.
Growing up, and now, man, it's y'all are both men now.
Yeah.
And to see two men, it's really hard for two men, especially black men, in this case, 50-50, we'll call it. But you guys been there. So what is it like working with Alamo?
I mean, it's pretty quick. I mean, most of the songs that him and I have done together, like we pick a beat, we listen to it for we just listen to a bunch of beats, we find what we like, and we'll finish the song in like 2 to 3 hours, like all the way done, like ready to polish and ready to be recorded and ready to be put out there. Which has been cool. Like him and I have the same process. Like we hear the beat, we immediately can hear the hooks, the different cadences. We both pull out our journals and start writing. Like there's not much that's said between us, but we're on the same page, which is really cool. Like and that's hard to find.
Yeah.
And then he's got a wealth of knowledge. Like he's been doing this for 10+ years, and so I feel like that's why I've been able to make as much progress as I've made. It's only been a few months, but he's like been instilling all this stuff that he's learning.
Awesome. Awesome. So what's the end game, man, for you? What is you have to say with music, as far as music is concerned? What is your kind of short-term goal with music, and then what is your long-term goal as far as you want to be the next like Kendrick Lamar, or you want what's your goal with music?
I mean, yeah, I think long-term, I've been thinking about this a lot, and it's like my degree and like I have a decent job, so but yeah, like I think long-term, like yeah, I want to be up there, with some of the greats. Like I want to be in conversations, in the next few years.
Nice.
Short-term goal, I have a friend of mine who's help manage me, and like put together a press kit. She's been submitting me to like different blogs and stuff. So I'm hoping, depending on how the pandemic goes, what goes on with Corona, hopefully to be performing live in the next 6 months. Hopefully.
Wow.
And in that time span, just keep pumping out as many songs as I can until hopefully one of them blows up, and then I'll have a whole library of songs.
Awesome. And you've everything that you guys see tonight, Kendrick has set up. So talk to us about that process, Kendrick. How did you learn all of this? How do you find out, the lab? How do you set everything up, the live stream? You guys notice the smooth transition, the music that's playing, the GIF. I think it's what you call it. Yeah, Sheree had, I forgot. Kenny, how did you, so he's a good, I'm gonna use the word, what's the word they call it? Engineer, sound engineer, production engineer, I don't know, producer, there we go. He's a good producer, so Kenny, where'd you get all of your skills, as far as learning and knowing how to put all of this together that you guys are seeing tonight?
Well, I mean, kind of like you said, I like to learn how systems work and then, implement them and polish them if I need to. But for the most part, I mean, I've been watching, BJ Alamo has been streaming Spread Texas Music, so I've been watching him whenever he streams. He showed me Streamlabs, that's what we're streaming through right now. And then, my job, I work for a large social media company that does streaming on their pages. And so, I mean, a lot of this I picked up, like, I know where to go, like the links to click on, like the best software to use, when you are streaming. And also, I went to UT, so like I learned the UT Film School, and I picked up a lot of, this craft while I was there. I mainly did producing while I was there if I wasn't writing, so I haven't actually gotten to use it. A lot of this I picked up.
Wow. Awesome, man. That's one of the things I'm proud for. We don't talk about it a lot. He's like, oh, damn, you just went to school. But, he really downplays it. I just remember I grew up in the era of like Earl Campbell, and when black athletes, black students was ostracized, shunned, looked down upon, we put it that way, going to UT Austin. If you ever been to Austin, or any of these good Texas towns, like this one right here we're in tonight, there's still a good old boy system in some things. And so I'm very proud of the fact that Kendrick not only went, he paid his own way, they did, Sheree did, all my kids did. We were there for moral support, but because I was in a financial place of destitution, which that's why I don't do poverty no more, because of spending all the first 50 years of my life being there. When somebody tells me that money doesn't matter, doesn't mean anything, obviously they never not had it. Because I would rather be depressed with money than depressed without it. I've been on both sides. So all I'm simply saying is, Kendrick, it's very, very, I'm very proud of you. And all of the kids you guys know, but, being the youngest, as he says, sometimes, as parents, we put so much emphasis on the older kids, that sometimes the younger kids get kind of forgotten. So, Sheree has kind of been the surrogate parent for Kendrick and Shamon, just because, again, so much stuff that, so many things that we were doing as parents. So, Kendrick, any last words you want to share with the listening audience, especially where can we find your music, download your music, and Alamo Rogers' music if someone's interested?
So the first few, minute, half verses where I was just freestyling and having fun, you can find those on SoundCloud.com/KendrickTake. And then my album came out this week, dropped on Tuesday, so go stream that, kind of as many streams as I can. That's on Spotify and Apple Music, also under Kendrick Take. And same thing for Alamo. He just dropped he has a new single releasing actually on Christmas, so that'll come out next Friday.
Yay!
And he just dropped No More Play Plays. That's also on
No More Play Play.
Spotify and Apple Music as well. Should be on all streaming platforms. And then we're actually going to be recording some more music tomorrow, so we'll have some more singles being made.
And last, I can't let you go without. Where the hell did you get the name Hatake? I gotta hear this story. This is good.
So I'm wearing the hoodie. So this is the character that I got from. But I mean, if anybody watches the animes from Naruto Shippuden, from Naruto, about World of Ninjas.
You said Naruto, I don't want to touch your booty. What you said? It sounds like you said I want to touch your booty.
But yes, I got it from Kakashi Sensei. He's like the head teacher, main guy in the anime, one of my favorite characters. So I just kind of co-opted his last name. Plus, I mean, it sounds good. It's Kendrick Take. I think it's kind of nice.
Kendrick Take. So that's where the name comes from, man. When I first saw it, I became hot. And finally tonight, I found out it's Hatake. So again, thanks. So Alamo Rogers, who was not able to be here, that's the other component, mother son. But man, y'all heard from everybody. We've all shared our family businesses. So we're gonna take a break. I think we got music coming up. And then we'll be back live. Woo! Live. Yeah. Don't forget to go check out that GoFundMe page. Got some great prizes. Be right back.
Ooh. Now because the music plays. But I mean that's loud. Inside voices. Yep.
I can go ahead and come on and do the last of my videos. And then I'll edit it.
You want to do all of the videos? We did the Janet Jackson one already. I have the cowboy one. Yeah, I have the cowboy. Because you sent me one of them twice. Yeah. No, yeah, the only other one was the promo. Yeah. Mic check, mic check.
And we'll interview you. Let's do this back.
Oh, yeah.
Mic check.
Yeah, we good. Sound is up. Sound is up.
All right.
No, yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome back. I want to show you another one of our dance videos.
Mic
So
check,
at
mic
the
check.
studio, we're going to be doing, like I said, also adult classes. So our classes start from about 18 months all the way to adults. So this is one of our country line classes that we're going to be that we're going to be offering. I love country music, so enjoy. And then when we come back, I'll be interviewing Master Teacher 33.
Come on, preacher.
Sorry about the couple technical difficulties, everybody.
All right, so that wasn't Kendrick's fault. That's why he's the technician and I'm the dancer. I sent him the video and it was upside down. But just know we do country line dancing here and we love it. So, all right, so the last interview of the night is going to be with Willie Rogers and
What? You better than a bit little old me. Oh, shucks.
All right, so he has he has like 6 websites, but we're only going to focus on the main 2 that he normally does. So
About 10, boo.
10.
Give me my spec.
So the life management system, the Eagles Club. Well, you changed the name of that thing.
Yes.
Yes, but you've been having that since I was born.
Yep.
And then of course, like his one-on-one coachings, he goes by Master Teacher 33. So most of you guys that are on here, we appreciate you. He has a following bigger than us, and he's old. I don't even know how I did it, but congrats to you.
Get it right.
If you don't know him, follow him, Master Teacher 33. He's a hoot, as you can see.
Big Willie.
His shows are very entertaining. So we won't get into everything that he does, but life coaching, and then he has a special group that he does one-on-one coaching with as well. But my first question would be, so you've had a lot of jobs and a lot of personalities.
Only 68.
So why in the world, first of all, how did you get Master Teacher 33? That's the first question.
Good question.
How did you come up with that name?
Very good question, young whippersnapper.
I'm the interviewer.
Now, I came up with the name as you guys know, Master Teacher 33. You guys know I numerology changed my life from the perspective of not the traditional numerology, but what is called biblical alphanumeric, which just simply means inside the Bible there's a hidden code. So God hid himself behind letters and numbers. So when I did my date of birth, I was born in September the 15th of a certain year. And when you add that straight across, you get the number 33. I had no idea at the time of the significance of the number 33 from an esoteric perspective, especially when it comes to Freemasonry, as everybody thinks that I'm a Mason. So that's where the 33 comes from. It has nothing to do with Freemasonry. I said again, it has nothing to do with Freemasonry. So y'all can stop texting. It's from basic numerology. That's why I go with Master Teacher 33, because that's what 33 represents. It represents mastery of the number 11 and the number 22. 11 represents intuition, 22 represents building, and 33 represents sharing the intuition that allows you to build your life.
Awesome. So intuition, sharing, and building, is it?
Yeah, 22 is the building, master building.
Wow. So if you've never heard of numerology, which I know that you have, and if you're not into it, just those things right there are definitely will. Like sharing, intuition, building. He's always, even before he found his purpose, he was always building something. He was building a photography studio. He was building, back in the day when he was a personal trainer, he was building a gym up from scratch in San Antonio. So he's always been a sharer. We used to have family meetings, and we'd have to share things. A lot like today. Send me back. And then, yeah, and then his intuition, he's always had a real good sense of people. So if they're coming to the room, you can tell if they're sweet-natured, if maybe they're going to get over on you. So I think those are the building blocks that make a great life coach. And I know a lot of life coaches, and those are the things, they're actually really good at those things as well. So he's definitely in his calling. So that's how he got his name, Master Teacher 33. So after you had all of these jobs and your childhood and everything else that you've been through and accomplished, what made you want to go into the writing space? And then after you started writing first, and then you went into speaking live. He loves it. So how did you go into that?
I went into the writing space only because of I didn't have, or that was something that was always a challenge. Most of you guys know I never really was gifted in school, put it that way. I was basically a functional illiterate, simply meaning that I never really learned phonics. So the only way I learned, as you guys know my shows, I always play the word, the audio, to get the correct pronunciation. So if you gave me a medical journal, for example, I would have difficulty reading it. And so writing was a way to kind of teach myself to become better proficient at the English language, because that was something that, for whatever reason, I think the school had changed curriculum, but I remember when I was a kid, they really taught people by using phonics, and they would sound things out. When I got to school, we was learning like in whole words. So I memorized the meaning of the words, but didn't really get the pronunciation. And so I've always struggled in the area, so I wanted to master something that I wasn't good at. And so the result is the 50 plus books that I've written, still learning the craft of speaking the English language, but I've gotten a lot better at writing and speaking than I did when I graduated from high school.
Awesome. So he took something that was a challenge and turned it into his purpose. And I noticed, like, when we were, all of us that went through our stories, whether it be the death of Shamora, our sister, his daughter, whether it be a divorce, whether it be what I went through in the dance world, it's if you're out there and you have a passion to do something, you can still do it with your 9 to 5. I started this business with an 8 to 5 and a 1 month-old baby. 1 month baby. So it's never too late to start. All right, so let's fast forward to now, because we're running short on time. So you live in San Antonio. We're here in Flower Mound, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas, Texas. Besides us being your children, what made you want to help us with this business venture? You could have just been like, no, you're old, you're 30-something, you do it on your own. I'm not going to tell my age either. So, what made you passionate about this? Because you've been in this since the beginning. And you've been driving and making trips and assisting. So, what makes this a passion of yours to do this when you've already owned several businesses?
The thing that stood out was the demographics in Dallas is totally different from San Antonio. Had 3 clients that actually live in Dallas. They moved on to bigger and better things. At the time we started, the goal was to create a space or a venue that during the evening hours when you wasn't in the building doing dance classes, we could do live spoken word. One of the classes was a chef and was going on lease office space or rental space when we wasn't here on the weekends, and actually kind of catering food and kind of doing adult only. So we was going to actually do classes or speaking in addition to spoken word, and we're still going to do that. So that's my interest in being here in Dallas. Even though I live in San Antonio, I wanted to create a space, and now it's kind of changed a little bit to kind of incorporate what I'm going to in 2021, which is the Life Management University. So I'm going from the life management system, and it works so well, so I'm taking that system and I'm putting it, breaking it down into individual classes. So someone can go online, click on the link and just take one class, or they can enroll in, for example, the Master Teacher 33 Manifestation School, or the Business School, or the Theocentric Nutrition School. You know, so there's, all of these are actually, you know, certificate programs where you can enroll in, go through the course. And so all we're doing is just taking the life management system and taking it to the next level. So we're going to do live classes here. So the goal is to get to the point where we can actually do live classes here on the days when you're not utilizing the facility for dancing. So not only for the local area, but I also want to offer a venue for people like Dr. Span and Dr. Jerome, who travel with me, Sister Candace, Reverend Cheryl, you know, so many people, Brother Travis, who have come to different events. You guys know I went to 7 different cities, you know, especially like Coleman Manor. I went down to Georgia, right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. And so I've had an opportunity to go to a lot of different cities and do seminars. So I want to do that here. Do seminars once a month. We'll do a live seminar and invite not only local people, but if someone will come in and make a platform for some of my clients who want to get to kind of do the same that I'm doing. And that is, you know, kind of share your gift with the universe.
Awesome. So he touched on, just to wrap it up, he touched on something that we're all passionate about. So like I said, with our dance school, like we don't want them to be a replica of me, the director, or my assistant director. So that's something that makes all of our businesses kind of coming together as we bring this to a close, is that we are here to uplift others. So I know some people, they want you to enroll in their system and they want you to stay there. And they want you to keep taking those courses. But you're not going to need these courses once you master them. You're going to go off and start your own business. And you're going to be your own boss. So that's something we're passionate about. We're not those type of people we're scared that someone's going to steal our business, or no, we want to empower you. We don't want to oppress you. So that is something that we are all, no matter what we're doing, no matter how different we are, if we don't agree on something, that's something that we do agree on. So that's why we're here tonight. And thank you so much for your interview. Thank you for interviewing all of us. It has been a pleasure just to get to be able to hang out with your family and do something that you love. So we are going to take a quick break. We have a little dance number for you at the end. And we are going to introduce ourselves one more time and say goodbye. And we'll be right back. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Books.
I wrote mine down. You ready to transition?
Are we starting?
Y'all gotta come up here.
I gotta hit the button to transition.
I know, I'm telling everyone,
Oh.
not you. Come on, why are you acting like you don't know how to two-step?
I do. I'm just trying to get in the flow.
Gonna have all of us in it?
Nah, it's just y'all, you three, and mom. You'd have to do it. Yeah, you have to do it behind. Just move the chair.
Yeah, we gotta move this to the table.
I know.
The choir. Doing the choir.
Yeah. Get it a little tighter. Squeeze in. Yeah, huddle it. There you go. Okay. All right, we're live.
We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. I'm on the clock. What's up?
Hatake. Get it, Hatake.
Like, let's talk.
Get it, Hatake.
We hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Yes.
If you have a quick few shout outs for more people that donated before we end. And then we're going to all go through and shout out our gifts and last words. And then we're going to wish you Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, I will shout everybody out. Y'all just keep doing your two-step.
Keep shuffling.
I'll turn this down just a bit.
Okay, back.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
All right, I'll turn it back up once I get my shout out party. Okay, once again, everybody, my name is is Sade. I'm the owner and founder of Dynasty Dance Academy and Bad Babes in Business. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I do have a free dance voucher. I have a free private one-on-one class. If you guys donate, check out the amount that you have to donate in our description. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to Jerome, Roderick, Amir, Sharon. Thank you guys so much for donating.
Thank you.
You won't regret it. All right, we're going to continue to two-step, and we got some more people coming up here to talk about their businesses.
Wow.
All right, who's going next?
What we doing?
Your business and your blurb.
Are we still live? Are we live?
We're live.
We live! We live! We live! Okay, y'all, for your donations, I need the music. So it's all about books.
There you go.
Well, this is what you get for your donations. You get to pick one of these books that you would like. In addition to the books, I have the Life Management System for all the large donators. So other than that, for a small donation, you get your choice of whatever book that you would like. Kentucky in the house. Kentucky in the house. Kentucky in the house. Kentucky in the house. Kentucky in the house.
Get your
Alright. Got Kim up next.
Gifts, homemade gifts,
Wrapped in love.
wrapped in love. Holiday wreaths. Thank you for your donation. Peace out.
Alright, so $15, you get a digital download of my EP, Rise to Glory. And then $150, you get a physical CD. And then $250, Alamo, my brother and I will put together a jingle or a theme song if you need one for your business, YouTube channel, live stream, whatever, we got you.
Kentucky!
Alright, I'm Sheree, Laura Ray.
Go Ray Ray! Go Ray Ray! Go Ray Ray!
If you
Go Ray Ray!
donate $450, you will be the first lady, the first group of women that will get the new sustainable, size-inclusive black and white collection that's coming in 2021. If you donate $100, I will design personally a custom logo for your business, for you, for whatever you need. So hit that donate button and help us out.
Woo!
Again, thank you so much, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Even if you couldn't donate, we appreciate you for learning more about who we are, what we offer.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Merry Christmas.
We live! We live!
Happy little children in a garden of love. All the little children, the dreams are filled with rainbow skies and pretty butterflies.
Hello, this is Shamora Rogers, colleague for Kendrick Rogers, and I'm calling to inform you that I will be in Dallas. So therefore, you should be in Dallas. It's going to be a great thing. You're a writer, I'm an actor. We can link up and make some great things. So let me know and call me to go to UND. Okay, let's go.
Reaching for the stars, flying straight to Mars. Listen to the story that I'm telling through these bars. Little boy and girl growing up the same, on the same plane. Always fighting pain, never too afraid to be amazing. To fight for the right to love, to be, to peace, to beast through this life with ease. Never sought to please, yeah, our life was not a breeze. Let me stop now, freeze. You gave this world your light, wish to see you take flight. We used to talk every night, together things were just right. Thought our future was bright, with no end in sight. Just wanna hold you tight, you taught me we'll be alright. That's why I'm shining so nice, because you shared your light. I'll keep fighting the fight, and finally live my life.
I lost all my faith and love the day you went away. No matter how many clouds I had, you always cleared the rain. I was your big brother, supposed to shield you from the pain. All about my life, yeah, all the things I could say. I just wanted things to stay the same.
I miss you, Shamora. This one goes out to you. Wish you were here to hear it. I hope you can hear it wherever you are. Love you.
I know that you're gone right now, I think I'll be okay. If you got to choose, I know you want to stay. I was your big brother, supposed to shield you from the pain. You taught me to smile through the rain. God had other plans for you, he took you far away. I thought there would be more time, oh, give me just one day. Tell you all about my life, yeah, all the things I could say. I just wanted things to stay the same.